Hi, Montana Tom here. I got a story for you that occurred, now 10 years ago. Again, I was up in Lake Placid early in my stay there. I was in the process of relocating from Casanova, New York to Lake Placid, and I was going to be staying with some friends. Um, I went up one winter's night. It was just beautiful. If you haven't ever been to the Adirondacks, it's 6 million acres, the largest park in the United States, a gorgeous wilderness area in upstate New York. Um, this was in Bloomingdale, just outside Lake Placid. And I went, made the trip, it was a couple-hour trip, came in, said hello to my friends, and then wanted to go in the backyard just to breathe in the air, the cold, crisp winter air, look at the stars. And I was standing there, and my eyes were, for some reason, attracted to a clump of trees, 5 trees that I could see in the moonlight. And I was almost meditating on the space and the experience. And all of a sudden, I heard a voice that said in the most deepest, profound way, "Welcome." And I'm listening. What is this? I'm looking at the trees, thinking the trees are speaking. And then it said, "We know you. We've been waiting for you. We're your brothers." And I'm taking this all in, trying to understand what's happening and appreciating that there's something very profound happening here. I think it's the trees speaking to me. And then they said, "We want to ask you something. You can accept or not. It's up to you." I said, "What is it?" They said, "We want to ask you to protect us." And I, I couldn't say anything other than yes, even though I didn't have any idea what that would mean. These these beings, whatever was happening, I just felt compelled to 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 honor their request. I said, "Yeah, I will protect you." It was quite a few years later. So that was 10 years ago. It was 6, 7 years after that that I had a dream, and in it was Saint Germain. And I will tell that story some other time. But I realized that these were not trees. Well, they were trees, and there was spirit speaking through the trees. But these were members of what I now call the Great White Brotherhood. Great White Brotherhood is the entire collection of beings that have ascended back to God from all races, all colors, all nationalities, who have discovered what it takes to reunite with God. The purpose of life is to ascend and reunite with God. And these are members of the Great White Brotherhood. When they said, "We are your brothers," that's what they meant. We are your brothers. And when they said, "Protect us," I believe what they meant, and that's still unfolding for me, is to do my part here on earth to fulfill their mission, to elevate all of mankind to a consciousness where we all ascend, where the entire earth ascends back to God, wholly ascended in the light and free. That's our mission. So this was an awakening. There were others along the way that led me here to Montana, to the Royal Teton Ranch. But this was a profound one. My first connection, you could say, with something beyond Jesus, who I've adored my entire life, and the saints of the Catholic Church. There was now a broader group of people that knew me, that had been waiting for me, like waiting for me to return back to them, to the light. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed this. I'll catch you up in some other story. Montana time, Tom here, signing off.